Welcome back to our Kickoff Classic edition of Friday Football Fever. The highlights continue. We will dive right back in with ODA hosting Berkeley Prep. First quarter, Thunder laying the wood on defense. Harry Lempriere in the backfield, stuffing the run for a big loss there. But Buccaneers would get the ball working. Nelson Aguilar takes the ball on the sweep left. He does the rest. 30-yard scamper into the end zone for a 6-0 lead. ODA did move the ball well at times. Evan Wilson, he's the new quarterback, replaces Ragone. Slings one to Jimmy Donnellan, who can't hang on. Ball pops out right into Fred Porter's hands. Play of the night there. Couldn't score on that drive, though. Back on defense, it's Donnellan. Going to catch the ball for sure. That's an interception. Turnover going the Thunder's way. ODA working the pass on offense again. It's Wilson to Jack Cannon here. Great football name. Not a great result for the Thunder, though. ODA loses big, 41-6. All right, local rivalry down south had Lemon Bay hosting Northport's opening kickoff here. Northport's Leonard Faison wants to make a big impression early on. He's looking for daylight, and he gets some. 60-yard return here, but a holding call brought it back to midfield. Bobcats would do work. Trenton White hands to Jason Petrone. He gets himself into the end zone for the opening score. 7-0 Bobcats lead. Manta Rays get the ball, have some serious issues. Lucas Sparks tries to corral the high snap. Sacked for a loss, and then it's Sparks to pass, but it's tipped. Brian Menard picks it off. Northport cruising. Next play, converting on the turnover. Trenton dumps it off to Faison, who scores to make it 14-0. Bobcats prowling. Northport goes on to win this one easily, 42-0. Tough night for the Manta Rays. Cardinal Mooney hosted Bradenton Christian. Both teams' mascots Cougars. It's the Cougar Bowl, and I'm not talking about 45-year-old single women on the prowl. That was a joke. Bradenton Christian's Brent Rowe tries to scramble, but he can't escape Charles Schwanner. Nice sack there for Mooney. Next play, though, Bradenton answers. Cobb to Arvin Humphrey. Nice pitch and catch down the sidelines. He's tackled eventually, first down. But the Cardinal Mooney defense showed up strong. Cobb on the pitch here, but this ball is going to come loose. Ryan Branch scoops it up. He's looking for daylight. Can he get to the end zone? Almost. Brought down there. He was stopped. Big momentum swing there. Plenty to cheer about. Led to a field goal. 3-0 Mooney. Bradenton Christian's next drive led to a score, though. Cobb to Austin Ferrer for a 15-yard gain and a first down here. And Cobb rolls right and hits Cole Council to put Bradenton Christian up 7-3. Mooney, though, goes on to win this game 23-14. Nice win for Cardinal Mooney. Charlotte hosted Eastlake High School. Everyone knows tarpons know how to box. The actual fish with boxing gloves on. That's strange. How do you replace Mike Bellamy, who graduated and left for Clemson? Answer, Clyde Newton. Nice gain for Newton there. He's the feature back this season. 2 plays later, it's a dump off to Jordan Washington. He scrambles his way for a first down across the middle. 2 plays later, DR Reynolds hands off to Davion Stewart, who cuts and shifts his way all over the place for a great run and a first down. Tarpon settled for a field goal, though, but how about this? Austin Taylor nails it. 50 yards, cleared it by a bunch. Big kick for a high school kid. 10-3 Tarpons, but Eastlake would respond. Peter DeNovo fires to Stephen Burrich for the touchdown to tie it at 10. Tarpons went on to score a late TD, though, and they got the win 17-10. Southeast High School opened it up with a tough Fort Myers Green Wave team. Dalvin battle for a touchdown early for Fort Myers, but the Seminoles would answer early and often. Look at the speed from Courtney Allen. Think that guy's fast? How about that huge run and big gain for a first down? Next play, it's Allen again up the middle this time, and the reach is good enough to break the plane and score for the Noles. That's a touchdown. It wasn't long before Southeast forced a turnover. Got the ball back. Swarming defense here means it's Seminoles ball, and that means it's Allen time. Scrambling, diving to hit pay dirt. Seminoles just rolling. Green Wave on to punt in the second quarter, and that means more from Courtney Allen. This guy really did do it all. It became the Courtney Allen show because If you guessed it, punt return touchdown, you're correct. Third TD of the night for him. Coach has gotten away, but I promise he's in the end zone. Green Wave would make a game of it later, at least a little bit. Quarterback Tyler Douglas is a tough guy. He's got some moves, shakes off about 5 tackles before being run out of bounds eventually there. Southeast finally gets a hold of him. Wow, that's pretty good stuff out of the quarterback. Douglas would finish what he started, short TD scamper. Wasn't enough though. Florida State, third-ranked team, Southeast, wins it 38-28. All right, now if you missed any of the scores of any of the games from tonight, we've got you covered. Here's a look at our scoreboard from the Kickoff Classic. One more score to report for you. Sarasota Babe Ruth All-Stars lose 6-0 in the Babe Ruth World Series semifinals up in New York State. They're eliminated, but still a great run for them. All right, when Friday football fever continues, we will have a chat with this guy, the uber knowledgeable Herald-Tribune sports writer extraordinaire, Doug Fernandez. You don't want to miss that. Stick around.
You're watching Friday Football Fever on